From Wonder Woman to the Spectre, here are the 10 most powerful characters from the DC multiverse's Earth-2. In the DC multiverse, the name Earth-2 has a storied history. The home of the original heroes of the DC universe, the ones who debuted in the late 30s and early 40s, it would reappear in the 60s and bring the heroes of World War II to a whole new generation of readers. On Earth-2, readers would get to see Superman marry Lois Lane. They'd get to see Batman and Catwoman get married and retire. Number 10, Wonder Woman. Putting Wonder Woman at the bottom of a list of most powerful characters feels wrong to modern readers, but the Earth-2 version of Wonder Woman was a very different character. She was powerful, sure, but she was nowhere near as powerful as she is today. She couldn't fly, was weaker, and her durability was much lower. She was still quite formidable, but compared to others on this list, she just can't cut the mustard. Number 9, Hourman. Chemist Rex Tyler created a drug called Merclo. For 1 hour it gave him superhuman strength, speed, and durability. At first, he was only to take one a day, but as time went on and he perfected the formula, he was able to take more. The time limit to his powers is a definite drawback, but Hourman was one of the powerhouses of the Justice Society during his hour of power, his physical attributes comparable to Superman's. Number 8, Brainwave. A member of the JSA's arch-enemies, the Injustice Society, Brainwave was a powerful telepath. He was able to read and control minds, fire devastating blasts of Zodiac energy, create realistic three-dimensional illusions, and was telekinetic. Beings with mental powers as great as Brainwave's were rare in DC in general, but for one to be as powerful as Brainwave is just about unheard of. He would pass his powers on to his son, who would join up with the children of the JSA in Infinity Incorporated. Number 7, The Flash, Jay Garrick. The original fastest man alive, Jay Garrick would start one of the most storied superheroic legacies in all of comics. The heart and soul of the Justice Society, the Flash would use his super speed to fight crime in Keystone City and save the world with his friends. The only thing that keeps Jay from being higher on this list is that he was pre-Speed Force, so his powers were pretty much just running fast. Even after the Speed Force was revealed and speedsters were made into some of the most powerful heroes around, he wouldn't be as powerful as some of the later holders of the Flash mantle. Number 6, Psycho Pirate. Roger Hayden is the second Psycho Pirate. While he was in Gaol, he met the first one, who told him to find where to find the Medusa masks. Roger would melt them all down into one mask, allowing him to control the emotions of those around him. He became a servant of the Anti-Monitor during Co-E and afterward would be the only person to remember the pre-crisis multiverse. He would also gain the ability to manifest beings from the dead Earths, making him even more dangerous than he was before. Number 5, Power Girl. Over on Earth-1, Supergirl had been introduced in 1959. Her Earth-2 counterpart, Power Girl, wouldn't first appear until 1976, but she would quickly become a fan-favorite character. Possessing all of the powers of her illustrious cousin, she would join the Justice Society in their crusade against evil. While not as powerful as Superman, her Kryptonian abilities quickly catapulted her to prominence within the JSA, and her popularity was such that she stayed around after Co-E wiped away the multiverse. Number 4, Green Lantern. The Green Lantern of Earth-2 was very similar to the Earth-1 version, but also very different. While they both would wield rings that allowed them to make pretty much anything they could imagine, Earth-2 Green Lantern's ring would be magic-based as opposed to the Green Lanterns of Earth-1, who were given the rings by the Guardians of the Universe. Much like the Green Lanterns of Earth-1, he also had a lame weakness. But his is probably worse than the old Yellow vulnerability would. It's no wonder one of his main antagonists was Sportsmaster, a dude with a baseball bat. Number 3, Superman. The original Superman who debuted in Action Comics number 1, this Superman was weaker than his Earth-1 counterpart, but not by much. Over time, he would develop the ability to fly and his powers would increase as he spent more time under the yellow sun. It was Earth-2's Superman that ended the threat of the Anti-Monitor, destroying his armor and finally putting him down for the count. However, even with that feat, he's still only the third most powerful being on Earth-2. Number 2, Dr. Fate. Archaeologist Kent Nelson found the Helmet of Fate on a dig, and this being the 40s, put it on. It would give him amazing magical powers, super strength, and the ability to fly. He would become Dr. Fate, joining up with the Justice Society and battling mystic threats on his own. Anyone with magic is basically cheating, and Fate had magical powers in spades. Listing all of Fate's powers would take forever because he had all the good powers. It's a wonder he even needed the rest of the JSA at all. Number 1, the Spectre. The Spectre is easily the most powerful being on Earth-2. Cop Jim Corrigan was killed and resurrected as God's spirit of the vengeance. He would wage a bloody war on those who harmed the innocent, eventually joining up the JSA. The Spectre could pretty much do anything. That's not an exaggeration, his powers are basically infinite. During Co-E, he was able to hold back the powers of the Anti-Monitor, giving the heroes of the surviving Earths enough time to rally. There's really nothing he can't do. Thanks for watching the video and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.